Lovely runner, episode 13. Before we get started, I need to address the video I made yesterday, right? So I made a video yesterday saying ImSol about to set me off, or I made a community post. Then I made a video about the community post explaining like ImSol and how you can be frustrated by ImSol and things of that nature. And I seen people were saying that, you know, I don't understand ImSol and things of that nature. And I just wanted to say like, okay, to kind of rebut that, you know, because I understand ImSol for sure. Like I understand why she's doing it. But I think when I said that I'm frustrated, people assumed that I was hating on her, you know, but I feel like my frustration was more so coming from a loving side, you know, like I love her so much that I get frustrated by certain things that she does, which is a natural. I feel like the more you love someone, the people you love the most annoy you the most, typically, right? Like when they do shit, there's certain things that the people that you love do that will frustrate you. And it's not like because you don't understand. You can understand why someone's doing something and still be frustrated by what it is they're doing. You feel me? So like I just wanted to put that out there. Like realistically, ImSol and Sanjay both be doing frustrating shit for each other. You know, like ImSol wants Sanjay to stay away. She wants him out of harm's way. She doesn't want to see him hurt because, you know, she loves him, right? But from Sanjay's perspective, that's frustrating because he wants to be there. Like he wants to help out. He's like, miss, I'm here. I want to be here with you. It would be frustrating for her to like insist that she does shit by herself. The same way, like it would be frustrating for ImSol that Sanjay keeps coming to save the day, even though she's saying, yo, leave me alone, stay away, I don't want you here. All that's frustrating shit. We understand why it's being done. I get why things are being done the way it's being done. But to say it's not frustrating is cap, because like low key, they both do frustrating shit for each other. They both love each other so much that they do selfless shit, which can be seen as selfish because it's not what the other person wants, you know? So like, I might make an actual video like fully explaining what I mean, like to go into like further detail because I don't want this to be too long. But yeah, just quickly to express that I don't hate ImSol at all. If anything, I love her more, right? And the reason the frustration comes is because I'm seeing it and I'm like, miss, I understand you don't want him involved, but if we can't change fate and if shit's gonna happen anyway, what you just did, Sanjay is probably gonna come save you anyway. We might as well have told him what's gonna happen so that we could do some shit together versus he comes regardless, but he has no idea. You feel me? I feel like we're better off working as a team than doing shit solo. Right? Like realistically, when you have a friend that's going through some shit and they don't tell you, it's frustrating to you as a friend because you're like, but you don't have to do it alone. You know, like I understand you don't want me to go through the extra pain or we want to add troubles to my life, but I want to help you. And it's frustrating when you want to help someone, but they don't take the help. You feel me? Like they insist, like, nah, I got it. And you're like, no, but you don't. You feel me? So, yeah.
사랑해, 사랑해, 소라.
There's no way this what we doing, bro. Oh, she saw that shit. Goodness. So she done clicked and then just never interacted with him right here. That's the smartest decision she's made. 100%. You feel me? For sure. For sure, bro. My concerns with episode 12 was what happened, right? Like literally what I was concerned about happened, right? But the extra shit made up for it. You feel me? The shit that happened afterwards made up for the fucked up shit that happened, bro. For sure. You know, sometimes you gotta fail sometimes to succeed, you know, and we've taken our failures, learned from them. Now we making the hard but right decisions to make, bro. You feel me? And now we can meet all over again. But us meeting now, I want to know more about the stalker dude, bro. Did them not meeting mean that the stalker dude no longer chased Imsol and he left her alone now? Because they didn't meet, right? The stalker dude was on her ass that whole time, right? But now that they didn't meet, what happened to stalker dude? Is he still around? Did it delay him stalking us? Is he now gonna start stalking? Like, does he start stalking us when these two meet? And that's when the stalking starts? Like, it's just the sequence of events, like those two meet first and then stalker dude comes into play, and then you should have, like, what's going on there, bro? Exactly. Or has he been dealt with? Did she, in her years when going back, do some work ahead of time to handle stalker dude? They really mind fucking me. Because, you know, initially, like, when they switched to the future again, I was thinking the future they switched to was after Sanjay dying, right? But they can't have Sanjay die. He a main character, bro. How are you gonna let him die? There has to be, he's either still alive, right? Or I don't know, bro. I was thinking he's alive. I couldn't put it together how, you know? But that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, bro. Now we about to die for real. Yeah, yikes, bro. We really can't escape these things, bro. Like, if anything, we're just delaying it or like making it happen earlier. Like, we're basically shit's gonna happen the same way. At that point, bro, we can't fight forever, right? We can't fight forever, bro. Like, this shit's hunting us down at this point. It's in our face. Like, yo, you gonna see me, you know, by force. So, at this point, bro, you see, this is my frustration. You feel me? Again, this isn't like a frustration because I dislike Sol at all. My frustration is I want to see her experience life without holding back. You know, I want her to be able to love the man that she loves fully, you know. Obviously, him dying is an outcome that we don't want. You know, we don't want that for him. She doesn't want that for him. But life, bro. You know, like, sometimes shit happens, you know, and instead of us fighting against shit happening, it's better for us to be able to accept. You feel me? At a certain point, you gotta accept what it is and enjoy our moments while we're here, while we can enjoy our moments, you know. That's all I'm saying, for real, for real. Like, that's my annoyance. My annoyance is, yo, miss, I can see that you're hurting right now and you don't have to be. Even when the time comes when he does die, if he dies, you know, as early as he does, prematurely because of this man, if he gets his life taken away, first of all, it's not your fault. You know, even though you may think that way, it's not your fault at all. You feel me? Not one bit. This is your fault. This is the murderer dude, the creepy dude. We don't know what his case is. We gotta handle his ass. You know, only person to blame is that nigga, bruh. But at this point, if anything, it's in our best interest to like work together. If we're going to do anything, at a certain point, we have to come together versus her doing it by herself. You know, like, this isn't something she has to go through herself. As much as she tries and she wants to go through it herself from a place of love, because, you know, she obviously cares for Sanjay and she doesn't want him to go through that shit. But we can see that she can't escape that shit. So at that point, if we're gonna face it, at least let's face it together, bro. At least, you know, like, that's what I mean, bro. At least, because at this point, bro, every action she does to try to avoid that only makes it happen more, you know? Like, the more you fight a certain thing, sometimes that thing that you're running away from is more likely to happen. You know, when people say, like, when you're scared of something, or like, fuck, what's the saying, bro? There's a way of basically saying the more scared you are of something, the more likely it is to happen. You know? So like, when you're running away from a certain thing, that thing's more likely to get you, right? Instead of us running away, in which we're being chased by that thing, we are better off facing that thing when that thing comes, you know? But since we're gonna face that thing let's face it together. Two are better than one, always. You know, we'll make better decisions as a whole. Whether or not we successfully evade that outcome is a whole other thing, but we're better off facing it together, bro. For sure. By far. We'll have a better chance of successfully evading that shit if we work together, you know? And if it happens to not work out, at least we did our best. You feel me? We have to go through that hurt. Hopefully eventually get over it. You know, like come to terms with it. As life be. As life be, bro. Nothing's ever gonna be perfect for us. You know, like shit happens all the time. All the time. Nothing ever goes the way we plan. You know, we can make up. I'm sure y'all have made plenty of plans in your life and some shit happens, bro. Nothing ever goes perfectly according to plan. We can try as hard as we want, but sometimes life be life, bro. And it hurts seeing someone fight so hard just to end up, you know, in that same predicament. You feel me? Like we just go through the exact same shit time and time again. And that's frustrating for her herself. You know, like, nigga, we all frustrated. She's frustrated, he frustrated, I'm frustrated, nigga. You know, but like, we frustrated because we love one another, bro. Right? I hope. I know some people probably who say that insults frustrating isn't from a loving place, you know, but when I say I'm frustrated, bro, like, that's what I mean. This is from the perspective I'm talking about, if that makes sense. You know, I hope I made that as clear as possible, bro. But, these next 2 episodes, bro, if we're gonna go through with this, if we're gonna forever avoid, is Imsol really happy? We want her to be happy. Her forever avoiding, is that a way for her to be happy? I doubt it, right? Realistically, I don't think so, bro. I feel like we have to go through this shit. And she knows, she said, like, yo, it seems like I'm forced at this point. So if we're gonna go through it, let's go through it together, right? Let's go through it with the power of love. You know, love always gonna win. Always, bruh. We just gotta allow ourselves to experience that. Allow ourselves to look at the positives, you know, enjoy the moments, cherish the moments that we get to spend together. And if one of us ends up dying prematurely, as sad as it is, life. Sometimes life be some ass, bro. Whatever you're going through, you know, if y'all feel like you have to go through it alone, you don't, bro. I'm sure there are people in your life that care for you, that want to help you. Sometimes we gotta allow those people to help us, you know. We got to. I'm a hypocrite because I be saying that shit, but I don't do that. I'm just like her. You feel me? I'm just like her, bro. Just like her, for real. I like to do shit by myself. I'm actually the worst, bro. When I'm going through some shit, I don't talk to anyone. Like, I'll literally isolate myself and won't text no one, won't call no one. I'll just be like, nah, I gotta figure this shit out. But that's not healthy to do at all. At all, bro. You feel me? So I feel like low-key, I see myself in Seoul just a little bit, bro, which is why it's also frustrating, because I'm like, nah, don't be like me. You feel me? Like, miss, let's not do that shit. Let's not do that shit, bro. Yo, this is me like after. So after episode 14 reaction, this is just me adding some extra shit for this video's sake. I was reading the comments, right, and I just wanted to say, like, most of y'all, shout out to y'all for not being disrespectful in any sort of way. Most of y'all, like, explained your points and what you was feeling, and you expressed your shit clearly, you know. I would say most of the things that y'all was saying, I agreed with. You know, I don't think we actually disagreed on a lot of shit. You feel me? Realistically, so like, we saying the same shit, low key, bro. Just we're talking from like different, or we're focusing on different things per se. I feel like a lot of the comments that I saw were people focusing more on being understanding of Imsol, right? Which I am, right? But I think from my perspective, I was talking more so from a point of an outcome, you know, like a solution, a fix. Like, I'm on the outside looking in, and I'm like, all right, because I want the best for her, we are entering the final episodes. It's crunch time. It's the last quarter. You feel me? This is when in a basketball game, this is when the game is won or lost. I want them to win. So I'm looking at this like it is now crunch time. All the empathetic shit, I'm done. You feel me? Like, you can empathize, but you can only empathize for so long. At a certain point, you got to be like, we are spiraling right now. We are going in circles. We are doing the same thing over and over again. Results aren't changing. We're not getting results. I see the decision you're making right now. I get why you're making the decision, but I don't think that's a good decision. I don't. You feel me? And I'm not, miss, please. Like, I'm trying to, lead you in I'm like a devil on the shoulder or an angel on the shoulder. And I'm like trying to like nudge her in the right direction. Cause I'm like, this ain't it. I understand it's a K-drama and realistically, she has to make a bad decision for there to be more episodes. If she didn't make bad decisions, then, there wouldn't be as many episodes. So, it's a given. I also understand she going through a lot. You feel me? Like, she going through a lot of shit. So obviously she's not going to be like making the best, most rational decisions, but she's trying her best, shout out to her for sure. But I think just my perspective more so was from a point of, okay, now it's solution time. Like, now I actually want to see us win. And I want to increase our chances of being successful and living a life that we both deserve, Im-sol and Sunjae. I want to see her happy with him, being able to love him if they can, and vice versa, right? There was one comment that I kind of disagreed with, so I wanted to talk about this, and I feel like this comment probably, if I talk about each point, would summarize everything that I need to say, right? Or I would like to say that's on my mind at least. But Nancy has said, shout out to Nancy, this isn't, again, no slander here. We are just having a conversation. This is a K-drama. It's not real life shit. We're just talking, right? I hope we can continue to just talk real quick. Shout out Nancy. Nancy said, no Im-sol slander allowed. You feel me? Facts. Low key. I don't know if it was just my title. Like, I can see how you look at my title and you're like, yo, what the fuck? For you, but I think I should have added in like a what did I say? I should have added in Im-sol can be frustrating, or like Im-sol is frustrating at times. I think that's a more accurate representation of what I was saying. I wasn't slandering Im-sol. I said throughout the video that I love her. I have love for her. The reason I'm frustrated was, because there's love there, not because we dislike her by any means. We're looking at it from a perspective where we want the best for both of them. I'm not looking at what Im-sol wants and what Sunjae wants, which is, I think a lot of y'all will putting yourself in Im-sol's shoes and then saying you can understand why, which is facts, right? But my point of view was like, as an outsider looking in, looking at their relationship and wanting the best for them two, the both of them, you can see that there's better decisions to be made, right? And if you're a friend of theirs, and let's say they were to ask us, which they haven't, but let's say they were to ask us for advice, we would give different advice, like we would try to lead in a different direction, right? I would assume, at least that's what I would do. I don't know what y'all would do, but like, that's what I would do, right? Realistically. So, yeah, I don't think we necessarily disagree all the way, but, yeah, she watched a person she loves die multiple times. Facts. You feel me? She went through a whole lot, traumatic experience, time and time again. Shout out to her for even continuing to fight, for being as resilient as she has been, because realistically, like, to go through that shit and still be putting up a fight and doing, her best, you feel me? Giving it her best. Even if I don't agree with the decisions she made, but she's doing her best. Like, shout out to her. Facts. For real. She's been extremely brave up to a certain point. I would say up to a certain point, like when I say I'm frustrated with Im-sol, I wasn't frustrated from the jump. You feel me? It wasn't like I was frustrated immediately. My frustration more so just happened eventually. Again, I'm talking crunch time. I'm talking that we are entering the last quarter. Now I'm not just empathizing with you. I'm empathizing with you, but now I'm looking for solutions. Now I'm like, yo, we actually have to do shit. You feel me? Like we can't be doing this no more. Like this is not going to work for us. It didn't work for us. Her plan, even though she thought at that point in time that was the best way or the best course of action, it wasn't, right? It didn't end up being the best course of action. We saw what happened, and that's what I was trying to avoid. That's what she was trying to avoid. I'm sure none of us wanted to see that what happened in episode 13, even though that's what ended up happening, right? So me being frustrated at the end of episode 12 was just more so me being like, yo, no. Like, yo, miss, please. We can't, you know, because we see that even though we don't know for a fact if that would have happened or not, but I always say don't assume, but we should take educated guesses. You know, like you don't want to go in completely blind. You kind of want to have an idea, right? You kind of want to give yourself the best odds type shit. You feel me? But the part I disagree with about this comment is that she can act however she wants. You know, for that, I'm saying facts up until a certain point, right? Facts initially, you know, but a point comes where realistically you have to put your foot down and say, okay, you are now death looping. I see you going in circles. And if you keep doing this acting however you want, it's not going to end up, it's not in your best interest or even what you're aiming for, which in Imsol's case, she was aiming to not get Sanjay hurt. It's not even going to help you with that, realistically. Like, if you see what's going on, it's not, what you're doing isn't actually helping us. So now we got to come up with a new plan, a new way of doing things. Right? For example, this is probably not the best example, but this is the main example I can think of that I feel like can get that point across, that she can act however she wants is like low key can be very destructive at a certain point, right? Again, not the best comparison, just to put that out there. It doesn't match perfectly, but the point's the same. If I have a friend, right, that I love dearly, care for deeply, and they're going through, let's say, everything that can go wrong in your life, they are going through that right now, stacked on top of each other, you know, like just thing after thing. Divorce, they lost an uncle, lost a child, they're in debt, you know, money on money on money, like just all kinds of whatever you think can go wrong in life, that shit stacking on top of each other. As life do. I feel like when life attacks you, that shit comes like you get jumped, bro. So one of your friends, right? My homie is getting jumped by life right now. Horrible. I'm looking at it like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I can't even fathom going through what you're going through right now, right? I'm gonna be understanding of whatever acts my friend does to handle the situation or to cope with what they're going through, right? Let's say that act is drinking. Let's say my friend starts drinking as a result of whatever they're going through, right? They're going through a lot of shit. And I'm like, yo, the fact that you're going through all that and you're only drinking, fuck, shout out to you, bro. You feel me? And I can understand why drinking would be a thing that they go to initially, right? Like initially I can be understanding and be like, you know what? I'm here for you. I'll, you know, embrace one another. If you need a hug, bro, come here. Right? For me, like shit like that. I'll be understanding initially. But at a certain point, that act of you drinking, if I keep allowing you to keep drinking, I'm no longer being a good friend. You feel me? Because I'm not looking out for you for real. Because at a certain point, drinking, no one ever wants to have a drinking addiction. No one wants that, right? But like that shit happens when shit goes unchecked. At a certain point, you got to put your foot down and be like, all right, this ain't working, bro. You feel me? Like, you've done the drinking. Clearly, you trying to escape. Drinking's not the best example because it's not actually a fix. Whereas Imsol is trying to fix it, even though it's not working, you know. But drinking's more so just you're avoiding the problem. You're trying to like leave. You feel me? You're trying to just forget about it, type shit. But running away is low key what Imsol is doing anyway, right? Realistically, our fear that we have with Sanjay, or Imsol's fear, is Sanjay's involvement. She's running away from Sanjay dying. She doesn't want Sanjay involved, even though we can't run away from it. We are seeing time and time again that like what's gonna happen is gonna happen. Y'all agreed that we can't change this fate. Her meeting the killer dude was gonna happen anyway. But why are we disregarding Sanjay's involvement in that? Sanjay will be involved. If we're saying the killer dude's gonna be there anyway, we can assume Sanjay's probably also going to be involved, you know, and we are running away from that. And I'm saying realistically, we have better odds. If Sanjay's going to be involved anyway, we might as well give him the information and do it together because he insists, right? Again, in the earlier episodes, I wasn't like frustrated at all for real, because I was like, we don't even know Sanjay's perspective of it, right? Like realistically, Sanjay hasn't said yet that, yo, I would die for you, right? And even after he said it, we don't want that for him. We don't want that, obviously. But now that he said that, it kind of changes things a little bit, because now it's like, all right, since we can't escape him being involved anyway, he's going to keep coming to save her anyway, which she doesn't want, you know, frustrating for her. Facts, for sure. You know, she don't want that shit, but it's gonna happen. So if it's gonna happen, we might as well get him involved and then face the shit together. You feel me? That is the best course of action here, so that instead of us running away from the problem, we are more likely to, and again, we can't guarantee that involving Sanjay and trying to give him information, because, you know, I don't know how much we can tell him for real, but we can lead him in the direction, you feel me? Help him be involved as he insists, which I think, like I said, her doing what she's been doing so far is extremely brave of her, because she's sacrificing so much herself for Sanjay's sake, so that Sanjay gets to live, right? Which extremely brave. Initially, at the point when Sanjay says, I would die for you, you feel me? She's asked him time and time again, like, yo, are you sure you want to be with me, even if it means you might die? And he's reiterated, like, yeah, I'll be there. You feel me? Like, if that's what it takes, I'll be there. At that point, I would argue it's low-key an extra level of braveness. An extra level of bravery, which is a lot to ask of her because she's going through a lot, right? So I'm not scared. It's not a misunderstanding of that. But if we're gonna do this shit anyway, it would be an even step further of bravery. If that makes any sense, right? It will be more brave of her to accept that and then say, you know what? Okay, even more loving for her to be like, all right, well, I can't fight this. You insist that you want to be a part of this, that you want to get involved and you want to help. So I might as well fill you in on the shit that I can. You feel me? Give you as much information as I can to better equip you, so when this shit happens and whatever we face, we're more likely to have a better outcome. We can't guarantee that it's a pleasurable outcome. You know, that's life. Like, we can't guarantee anything, but we can give ourselves a better fighting chance, right? Versus what she's been doing so far. For sure. You feel me? Like, for sure, bro. Especially at the end of episode 12, where we are now entering the final quarter. Again, this is where the game is won or lost. I'm tired of us suffering. She is suffering right now. I'm tired of seeing her suffering, seeing him suffering because of this killer dude. only person that needs to suffer is the killer. That's frustrating. He gotta die. You feel me? He is the one we gotta get rid of, bro. So in my head, I'm like, all right, at a certain point, we gotta look this nigga in the face and be like, I bet. You wanna mess with us? You wanna get in the way of our love? Bet. You feel me? We gonna come together and then do what it do. If we're successful, we're successful. If we're not, fuck, we tried. You know, we gave it our best. We didn't allow this man to control how we lived our lives, right? And they did their best, right? And they both, even though it's not what Imsol wants per se, she doesn't want him involved at all. But Sanjay insists, you know? And I was thinking low-key also from like a parent's perspective, let's say. You know, when a child or when a parent puts certain pressures on their child, typically the pressures come from a place of love, right? Like when your parent says, yo, I want you to be a doctor. That most of the time, I would hope, the parents are probably saying that because they know financially, if you're a doctor, you are straight. You probably won't struggle as much in life if you're a doctor, even though there are cons, there are pros and cons everywhere, right? There are like give and take sacrifices, but parents probably are pushing their kids to a more higher paying career, higher salary, things of that nature, so that they don't have to struggle as much, right? Same way Imsol is kind of like, yo, I don't want you to die, right? Like that's the utmost, like, yo, I don't want this for you. So please don't get involved with me. But Sanjay's insisting like, no, even if this is not the most pleasurable outcome for me, I want to do this, right? Let's say the kid, for example, is saying, I don't want to be a doctor. I want to become a singer. And you're like, oh, okay, very low percentage of people successfully become a singer. You might struggle in life chasing that initially. Like that might not be in your best interest, but is the loving parent more loving by letting their child chase what they want to do, even if it puts them in an unfavorable position? Or is the parent forcing the child to do what they think is best because it's more safe for them, the better option? You feel me? I feel like that's a good way of thinking about it, or at least just from my perspective and how I see certain things. You know, like realistically, I'm looking at what Imsol's doing and I'm saying there's an extra level of loving that she can be. She's already doing an amazing job for sure. I'm not even like trying to discredit her or say or downplay her, or like we're not hating on her at all. She doing amazing. But in crunch time now, I'm saying there's an extra level that she can hit that I know she's strong enough to go through. I'm sure episode 15, 16 will probably see something of the sort, you know? So I feel like that's probably the best way to express everything that I was saying. I don't like making long videos, bro. Yeah, I like to be keep my shit short and sweet type shit, you know. But yeah, if y'all disagree with anything that I said, let me know. Like, do we disagree? Do we for y'all that actually listen to everything that I said, are we in disagreement at all? Is there anything where you're like, actually, you know? Because again, let's say with the drinking example, my friend can drink, right? I'm gonna be understanding initially of the fact that he's drinking and why he's drinking. I get why you're drinking. Holy shit, you're going through like so much shit right now. I can't even like comprehend going through that shit. But at a certain point, I'm gonna have to stop you from drinking because I love you, because you're my mans. I don't want you to develop an alcohol addiction and make shit even worse. If I see, yo, you're doing shit that's about to make shit even worse for you, and I already see where this is going, even though I don't know if it's gonna happen like that, but like, there are ways to prevent shit like that from happening, right? You gotta check shit before it gets too wicked. You feel me? And that's where the frustration comes. You know, if I see my friend drinking at a certain point, even though I'm understanding, I will become frustrated because I'm like, bro, if you keep doing this, shit's not gonna be good for either of us, bro. And like, you know, well, for you specifically, I'm looking at you right now. You feel me? As my mans, if you keep this up, I don't like that outcome, bro. You feel me? Shit could get wicked. We don't want that. So, yeah. I never even said realistically, like in episode 9, when I said she clicked and shit, I inserted my reaction in that video yesterday and I showed y'all my reaction, right? My reaction was literally, I questioned it. I was like, yo, do you have to click now? Does she not have another chance? And I was asking that because I can understand, like, if that was the only chance she had, okay, click. If that's your, like, I understand if that's your only chance, then okay, the click makes sense. But if she could have waited, it would have been better to have waited. You feel me? But the frustration only really came crunch time. We are entering the final quarter. I'm tired of us running away from this nigga. We gotta face him. As we can see, fate keeps bringing us together, bro. You feel me? And if it's gonna happen anyway, let's face this man together. Let's face this man together, bro. I'm not gonna just approve everything you do because you're hurting right now. You feel me? I'm gonna be like, all right, I've empathized with you for long enough. You feel me? At a certain point, bro, now we need a solution. We want to win this battle, right? At the end of the day, we have to either win or lose, bro. One of them is gonna happen. And I feel like it will be the more loving thing, the more strong thing to allow Sanjay to get involved, right? I don't know if y'all agree with that, but y'all let me know, bro. Comment down below. This will probably be the last talking video I make like this, at least for now, just because I still haven't updated, I still haven't edited episode 6. You feel me? I gotta, at this point, for me to catch up, I need to edit like 3 episodes a day, which is like, it's a long time, bro. That's like 12-hour days. I'm gonna have to edit for 12 hours straight every day for the next 3 days to get that, to pull that off. I don't know if that's possible, bro. You know, there are times where like I'm very disciplined and I just go MIA and I'm like locked in. I don't know if now's the time for real, bro. But I'll try my best. You know, all the episode reactions are on the website right now, though. If y'all aren't trying to wait up to episodes 14, just posted those a few hours ago. But yeah, thank y'all for keeping the conversation civil. You know, thank y'all for hearing me out and responding and things of that nature. You feel me? There were some people that responses weren't the best. You feel me? Some people were just straight up like, fuck you, bro. You know, not literally, but you know, shit like that. But to those of y'all that stayed civil, shout out to y'all, bro. You know, maybe we can do this more. Some of y'all did say that y'all like this shit, you know, so maybe we could do it more. I don't know how often I want to do this. You feel me? Because doing shit like this be scary, bro. You know, like realistically, if I do make a video like this, it's probably going to be when I disagree with something, you know, and that'd be scary sometimes because like if you're not glazing all the time, people come for you, bro, you know, always. So but yeah, we'll see, bro. Anyways. True. Don't know what he did when he was with you, but when I'm with you, everything's okay.